Totes Recall.
Welcome to Totes Recall, the podcast where we talk about a movie we barely remember, watch that movie, and then talk about it again.
Talk about what we learned.
What we learned, how we grew as people.
Yep.
How the world has changed in the last 90 minutes to 2.5 hours.
Our emotions, our feelings,
our
thoughts
on, just life, man.
Yeah. What childhood scarring it brought back up. How much we cried during the movie.
How much we're going to cry after the podcast.
All of those things and more. This episode is a very special episode. We're deviating from our normal format.
Right.
And hitting pens against glasses. And instead of watching a movie that we've all seen, we're going to watch a movie that only 3 of us have seen.
Indeed.
And one person has a sort of a bare feeling about based on what people have told that person.
And by one person, we mean Dan, who is speaking.
The person is me.
Yes.
And the movie is Grease.
Yay.
I have never seen Grease.
Twist, ending, or beginning, I guess, technically.
Yes.
Should we go
Straight to the...
Shyamalan. Nope. What's his last name?
Slam.
Sure.
I mean...
Pretty sure it's Slam.
Shemamely.
Shyamalan?
Sure. M. Night
M. Night.
is the first part.
M. Night Shyamalan. Shyamalan Ding Dong.
No,
Sham-
Shyamalan
Racist.
Slam.
Shyamalan.
Racist.
Racist?
All racist.
Shyamalan.
This is not racist.
This podcast is, as our listeners know, notoriously racist.
I think it's No, it's not Shyamalan.
It's Shyamalan.
Shyamalan.
But it's really fun to scream Shyamalan Slam when a twist has occurred.
So we have a Shyamalan start
Yes.
Yep.
to the podcast.
A Shyamalan. What is the beginning equivalent of a slam?
So
Slam is how something ends, right?
Like a
Something
lift?
smacks against a
Like, what's the beginning of a
Kinetic.
basketball game?
potential energy.
Tip-off.
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 Shyamalan.
Sham-
Yeah, that's better.
Shyamalan tip-off.
Yep, we've got a Shyamalan tip-off.
I've never seen Grease. Everybody...
I am incredibly curious then, Dan, what it is that you imagine we're going to watch and what you have heard about
Yeah,
this
I'm
movie.
really excited about this.
That was Molly speaking, and my name is Beth.
I'm also named Dan. I have seen Grease.
I'm Dan, who has not seen Grease.
Yeah, they know.
Grease is a musical.
Correct.
Or at least there are songs
Okay, see,
that people sing. And I don't know the difference between a musical and a movie with songs.
I feel like
Can you name a movie with songs that isn't a musical?
Disney movies?
those are
Those are
musicals.
musicals.
Are they?
Yeah,
Yes.
but we just call them Disney movies because it's easier.
The South Park movie?
That was a musical.
Definitely.
They love musicals.
Yeah.
Okay, so any movie or play with songs is a musical?
If there's one...
Once. How about Once?
Yeah.
It was a musical. It would have won for Best Comedy or Musical with a Golden Globe.
But even though they sang the songs that in the reality of the movie, they were singing those songs. As
Sure.
opposed
In
to
theory,
musicals.
that's how musicals are supposed to be.
But the
It's like an
people-
opera. They're expressing themselves through song.
Yeah, but the people don't react as if they had just broke out into song. Like in West Side Story, they're
Sure.
like in a gang fight, and
Sure.
then they sing. They're not like,
But even
why
in
are you singing?
even in Once, there's that point where she's listening to her like iPod, and no one on the street is like, "Hey, lady, shut up," because she's like walking down the street singing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
I haven't seen Once in a while.
Add it to our list.
Okay, fine. It's a musical,
Yeah,
but not an opera.
correct.
Those are different.
Sure.
Are there opera movies?
Well,
Probably.
I mean, they film operas sometimes.
I feel like you're stalling.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Released in 19...
Is it Jaquette's Bets, or you just know this?
70... Sure, Jaquette's Bets. 72? We'll say? Molly thinks I'm wrong.
I do.
Pen doesn't work. 72.
Okay.
Stars John Travolta.
Yep.
Some other people.
Yep.
Probably can't name anybody else in that movie. Is this pre Saturday Night Fever?
That's a great question.
Yes.
actually.
I'm going to go with yes. They're high school kids. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like American Graffiti, but not as serious. So they drive hot rods around.
Okay.
That's where Grease Lightning comes from. Mm-hmm. It's the name of one of their cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or motorcycles.
This
I'll go with car.
is a Jaquette bet.
I'll go with car.
Grease Lightning is a car.
Is the name of a car.
All right, write it down.
It takes place in summer. And there is a knight at some point,
Okay.
not like a medieval knight.
No, I understand.
I know what you're referencing right now.
The song Summer
and
Nights.
I want to know if you know how it goes in any way.
Summer nights, it's a summer night.
Okay, now,
Okay, so no.
Yeah,
now do Grease Lightning.
Grease lightning, go grease lightning. It's like Flash.
That's pretty
pretty
good.
good.
Queen.
Yeah.
We'll accept that.
So you're saying this movie is based on the music of Queen. Okay.
It's not Flash Gordon. Okay, it was a different movie. Okay, high school kids, their main motivation is hooking up with each other. Mm-hmm. Travolta's probably the cool kid. There's probably a dweeb.
That's a good question, actually.
It takes place in the 50s.
Whoa.
Because they have those big poodle skirts. Yeah, that's probably...
That's about it?
East Coast.
Okay.
Going... Oh, maybe not. Maybe L.A. No. Go with my gut instinct. Jersey.
Quetz Bets.
Takes place in Jersey.
Okay.
But like northern Jersey.
Okay.
Near New York. Not southern Jersey, near Philly.
Pretty good.
Okay.
I agree with most of those things.
Yeah. All right.
All right. When did you, Beth, see this film?
I don't remember the last time I saw this movie. It was probably on TV. It's probably like an edited version of it.
Sure.
The first time I saw it, I used to be in dance. I was a dancer, and so
Bragging. But...
yeah. No. And so I went to the movie rental place when those existed with my dad, and he was like, "Oh, Grease, you might like this because there's dancing and singing in it."
Is there dancing?
Yes.
Yep.
But like significant dancing?
Not like
I feel like there's a lot of like posturing to a
Yeah.
rhythm,
Do
but
they
not
dance
like.
when they sing? Like,
yeah.
hey,
There's
Grace
choreography.
Lightning?
Sure.
There's definitely a dance scene.
Oh yeah,
Like,
I'm not saying there
solid
isn't
dance.
any dance.
There,
Certainly.
I would say I believe that you'll find there's significantly more dance than you remember.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So that's the first time I saw it. I was probably 10.
Okay.
Ooh,
Do you feel like
that seems like a good age.
some racier elements went right over your head?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Okay, so recently, not like super recently, but somebody that I know was talking about the song "Grease Lightning," and they were talking about how disgusting it is. I'm like, that song's not disgusting.
Yes,
and then
it
I
is.
looked it up,
Yeah.
the lyrics, and I was like, oh, gross.
Oh, this
song
is
is
I'm
gross.
excited now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it about like getting in there? And by it, I mean a penis.
Go ahead.
And there, I mean a vagina.
There's innuendos and just it's about how cars will get ladies hot, essentially.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I saw this movie in high school because it was one of those things where like a lot of people seemed to enjoy it, so that seemed like a way to relate to my peers that actually
other
had like
humans.
social skills and the ability to feel joy. So
I love that Grease is the movie that you're like, if I watch this movie,
No,
I'll
no,
get
no.
in with the
I
kids.
can be in with the cool kids.
this wasn't I'm saying this was one of the many avenues I took. I'm not saying this isn't what I latched onto as a high school student, like where I wore a leather jacket and like poofed my hair up in like a slick Johnny T, whatever it was.
Sure. So you had like a shotgun approach to fitting in. Like,
Yes.
I'll watch Grease.
Yes.
And now I'll go play basketball.
Well, I didn't do
And
that.
I'll collect Marvel cards.
That was more by choice. But I remember enjoying the movie and think, catchy tunes, colorful costumes. But even then, and especially now in retrospect, and I don't think I've seen it since high school, but man, there's so many terrible messages being presented unapologetically in the story of Grease.
Yep.
Like, at no point is this like I feel like it's almost like, it's the same idea as Happy Days, where it's sort of like, oh, look at this time period, but it's way more, it's like if the Fonz were like a huge asshole, but was still the coolest guy in town and nobody ever gave him any trouble. except there's like 5 of them, and nothing bad happens to them despite their behavior.
It's true.
I agree.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I definitely agree that growing up with this movie, I was startled to realize how dirty it was. And
Did you see it at a young age?
I saw it at a very young age. I think I might have even seen it in the theater when it came out. But I don't know. I need to check the year. I know it was not 1972.
What?
Is that wildly too late?
Too early. It
Too
probably came out in
early.
the 80s. I'm
Yeah.
pretty
Whoa.
sure.
I would
Yeah.
say early 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's possible I saw it in the theaters. I know for sure I had the album because I can
Sure.
picture the cover, holding it in my hands and memorizing every song.
And
except-
every inch of Johnny's face.
You know what? I was less interested in Johnny and more interested in relating to Sandra Dee.
Sure.
I really felt like she was just such a nice girl.
Yeah.
And I liked her hair.
Who didn't?
Except in the last scene,
Well,
when she's...
Hold on.
I will hold on to that, but I will just say...
I agree with you. I
that-
totally
that
agree with
last
you.
scene was a little baffling to me, but I liked the song, so I forgave it.
But like, even at what age were you when you were? Even then, you're like, this is a little troubling.
I mean, a little bit. I just didn't care for her outfit choice.
Okay, I see. Okay.
But I would say, just to give you a sense of how much it went over my head, there's the song "Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee," and the next line is "lousy with virginity."
Yeah.
But I didn't know that. None of those words made any sense to me.
Yes.
So what I sang
just
was,
found that
Me
out.
too. That's the thing. I never paid attention to the lyrics. 'Cause
Yeah.
what did I care?
well, exactly. Well, so what I had in my head was "Look at me, I'm Sandra Dee," Miss Congeniality, and I really thought those were the lyrics
Like
until
you
adulthood.
censored yourself?
I not only censored myself, I added another word I did not know the meaning of,
Ooh.
but
To
seems
reference a
nicer.
Sandra Bullock movie that I've yet to see.
That would
Yeah.
yet
Yet
to
to
come out.
exist.
Sandra B.
Guys.
I just want to add that I'm very excited to watch this movie, especially with Dan, so that I'm very interested to see what he picks up on. But I am also going to be comparing this against the Step Up series of movies.
Why is
Which
that?
I have recently watched the entire series in preparation for Step Up All In,
Okay.
coming to theaters in August.
Hashtag Moose Mondays.
We are dating this episode. What?
Oh, I apologize, but I am very curious because I feel like just in hearing you, other Dan, talk about...
They don't know what that means.
Dan Linden.
I'm other Dan.
Dan who has seen Grease.
Yes.
The Dan who has seen Grease. Hearing you talk about some of the premise of it, it sounds actually very similar to Step Up 5
Oh.
or 4. I don't know.
How
one
many?
of them.
There are 4 step-ups?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
The 5th one's coming out in theaters on August
All in.
8th.
I'm all
Hashtag
in.
I'm all in.
Moose Mondays.
Hashtag Moose Mondays.
What is that?
Doesn't matter. Let's
All
move on.
right. Good. I'm sure that'll go great over for the listeners.
I have another bet to place after
good.
hearing people's synopses.
Jaquette's bets.
At one point, Johnny T forces himself upon a woman.
Oh my god.
Like, it might be
Nice.
played subtly,
Sure.
but in the way that subtle 80s movies were. Like Rocky,
Yeah.
definitely a date rape scene in that movie,
Yeah.
but it's like romantic. I think there's going to be a similar scene in this movie.
Interesting.
Interesting. There's definitely... I'll be very curious to watch it as an adult that is like aware of, aware of the many nuances of human sexuality that are on display in most films, but especially in this storyline, where there's literally, like, one of the most famous songs is essentially could have been called "Seriously, Did You Guys Bang?" You know what I mean? Like, I mean, how long? What is the runtime of this thing? It's got to be at least 90 minutes, right?
Yes.
Lyndon's
At least, at least.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I probably remember. I remember. Did you guys bang?
Yep.
Cars get the chicks wet.
Cars get. Yeah, and not even on the whole thing.
That's
Just
pretty much in the song.
yes. I remember Olivia Newton-John looking wistfully into a puddle.
Yes.
And then the end, which, again, retroactively, I find incredibly offensive. Which means there's at least like 70 minutes that I do not remember at all. Oh, except for that guy from Taxi and his enormous tongue.
Andy
Oh.
Kaufman.
I do not know what you're talking
Get ready.
about.
Strap in, everybody.
Oh.
All right. So this movie starts out in, I'm not sure the town.
It doesn't matter.
Northern New Jersey.
Right. Yes,
It's
of
not,
course.
though. I don't think it is.
Orange County? Not Orange County.
Yeah.
Do you know?
I have an idea about it.
Okay.
Lay it on the
Because
line.
there is a car race.
Make a Molly Chase bet then.
Well, I believe that there's a car race in the aqueducts that are in LA.
Yep, that's what I
But that
was
could
thinking.
have been like the filming location. Maybe we're supposed to believe that's in some other place.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah.
The northern New Jersey river that they drained and...
Two teenagers meet over the summer.
Yes.
They get to know each other. It starts out with a song called Summer Nights.
Right.
And they sing about each other. She's a nice girl, new to the school. He's a bad boy.
Are you
Well,
are
although
you
I
just
think
saying
the
the
thing
words?
that's-
Is this the song?
But I think the thing that's kind of beautiful about that opening number is that you see he's a nice guy outside of the context of his school.
Super nice.
Peers.
So that
peer
his,
groups.
So his peer group is
Right.
what forces him to
He's
seem
putting
like
up a tough, greasy exterior.
Sure.
Yes.
Very greasy.
A T-bird exterior
Oh, yeah.
with his leather jacket.
and
Yeah.
his pompadour. But so there are perceptions and there's social pressures. So maybe you'll see it that way, that there are at least societal pressures on each of them to be a particular way.
Right, which just reinforces how offensive the end of this movie is.
Oh, well, sure.
Okay, then from that point, I don't remember anything.
You just remember, you literally just remember, did you guys bang the song and then nothing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you remember
wow.
Beauty School Dropout?
There's a girl. Okay.
Oh!
That's the
Okay,
best.
so there's a girls group and a boys group.
Sure.
Sandra D is trying to fit in with the girls, but she is
Is
just
she even
too
trying, or do they
innocent.
just? I feel like
Well,
they almost
she's-
like
she
aggressively like pull her in, like, "Hey, innocent child, let us destroy you."
There's there's the leader of the pack,
Rizzo.
Rizzo.
Yep.
Who would later be on West Wing.
Yes. Then there's
The other ones.
the other ones
Yep.
that remind me of Alvin and the Chipmunks for some
Oh,
reason.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's totally fair.
And then there's the girl who goes to beauty school,
Yep.
who's like very nice to Sandra D.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then they are the Pink Ladies.
Mm-hmm.
They
Is that their game name?
Yep, pink satin jackets.
This is basically like the movie Gangs of New York, except with more music and less top hats and
Killing.
hatchets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this
I've never seen
a
that
retelling of Romeo and Juliet in any way? Or is
No.
this whole thing?
movie. No.
It's like if you change yourself, you can find love.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
That's the
More
moral?
so than if you, cross paths with someone that you're not supposed to, but you get married anyway, everyone will die. I feel like that's more the message of Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I thought you were
Yeah.
describing Grease still. I was
Oh,
like,
no.
wow,
Oh, gosh.
what did I not remember?
There's a lot of murder at the end of this film.
There's maybe, I mean, I feel like if I remember the ending correctly, there's maybe something that could be considered a visual metaphor for just embracing death. And, yeah, I think you'll really be intrigued by this, other Dan.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this ending that you guys keep building up.
I love that the point of this is for us to try to like say what the movie is about, but instead we're trying not to spoil it.
Yeah, you guys can say
Honestly,
whatever.
I'm not even sure how to spoil it because I am seriously, like, as much as I agree with everything you're saying, Molly, I am racking my brain to actually try to understand if there's a coherent plot to this movie.
Oh, there is.
There is
There are B arcs too. A arcs.
Well,
B arcs,
certainly.
yeah.
pregnancy.
Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Which was unclear when I was young, but super clear older.
Yep.
This supports an article I read on the internet about, it was essentially like
I'm excited about this.
You're
Is this
excited
a new
about
segment for the show?
internet articles. It was basically like, don't censor what your kids watch
Yeah.
because if it's inappropriate for them, they won't understand it and they'll just make up whatever they think it is.
Totally.
Exactly like what Molly did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, Miss Congeniality instead of lousy with virginity.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is an amazing lyric.
Right?
So I'm excited to hear something.
Yeah. This gets me excited for all of the lyrics.
Yeah.
Especially the one about cars, apparently. That is disgusting.
It is pretty gross.
Disgusting. Then, there's Beauty School Dropout.
That's a great song.
Great song.
So well done. So mean. It's really beautiful.
At one point, there's a school dance, and
course.
they go with separate people, and there's a dance competition,
can't help
and they do the
themselves.
hand jive.
Oh, that's where it came from. There we go.
The hand jive?
Memories are flooding back, you guys. No, Beth, spoilers.
That's where it comes from? The thing where you...
You guys, just so you know, Beth can do a perfect hand
really
jive.
good.
Yeah, it's
like,
really
Thank
good.
you.
really, really
This
That-
good.
movie is the
dance.
originator of that hand jive?
Who knows?
I don't know.
No.
That might be a 50s thing that they were just like, look at, there's the hand jive. Let's
Sure.
put that in there.
I think so.
Blue Moon happens at one point, and
The beer?
some of the The song, Blue Moon.
Blue Moon,
Yeah. Perfect.
you got me thinking of you.
You have to watch the movie now.
Is that from this movie?
No.
That seems like an old standard.
Yeah, it is. And mooning happens during it.
Oh,
Whoa.
right.
I
A
remember
drive-by
it being
mooning.
very effective.
That's
for that,
why
'cause I was
the
like, nudity.
That's why this kid in high school always would start singing that when butts were involved in anything. I never got that.
How many butt
I just mean like
activities did you have?
just like if someone were to drive by and moon,
Sure.
or if there was some sort of plumber's crack situation happening within our vicinity,
You
you just do it.
It's a
the Blue
very
Moon.
sophisticated joke.
Wow.
I guess.
To reference a classic standard like that.
Well, to reference the movie Grease, which, as I mentioned, everyone in my school apparently.
Did you go to FAME or something? To
No.
the FAME Academy?
Fame high.
I just hung out with all the theater nerds.
Oh.
Yep. That makes sense.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I found somewhere that would accept me.
We were too busy watching Mr. Holland's Opus with the band nerds.
I watched that in orchestra. Don't worry.
Oh, you guys, I was in both groups.
Wow.
Band and theater for one. Actually, a lot of my friends were in theater, but I was not in theater until my the spring of my senior year. And I did costumes in quotes.
So you just like go thrift store shopping?
Yeah, I just like hung out in the costumes department the entire time, and then like 3 days before we were supposed to have the costumes, we went thrift shopping, and then I made a butler coat.
Liz, actually, I feel like this should be a segment of the show that maybe we can do after we watch the movie, where we go around the table and we all discuss the similarities and differences of our high school experiences with the movie Grace.
I like it.
Sure.
Done.
Yeah. I anticipate having not very many similarities.
We'll see.
Oh, that's what you
We'll
think
see.
now.
Yeah,
It's
wouldn't
some
it be
pretty universal
shocking?
themes.
I guess.
I mean, the pressure to fit in.
Sure.
How social constructs change you outwardly,
Right.
even though inwardly you still love Sandra Dee and
Right.
you remember your summer together fondly,
Yeah.
but you can't express it
Yeah.
because your friends are so mean and they
Yeah.
expect you to be the meanest one.
Feeling affection for people outside of your immediate social group and the pressures to keep that hidden.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of baseline experience.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Story of my whole life.
Yeah. Gotta keep it on the inside.
Well, I can't wait to watch it. I want to watch it right now.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Here's. Do you guys think you'll enjoy it more or less than the first time you saw it?
Way less.
Way less, like
Way
100%
less.
Way more.
Yeah?
I'm going for
Oh.
more.
You
But
think
I
so?
kind of know what I'm getting into because I've seen it, in the
bunch.
last. I haven't seen it probably in the last 10 years, but I've probably seen it 5 to more times.
Sure.
Okay, this is now that we're moving on to watching the movie. I have a thing that I want to do.
Please.
Do it. Do a segment.
Do you think you can name all the songs in the musical before?
Okay.
Is this for
let's
Dan?
chat.
Yeah, Dan.
Grease
Dan's-
Lightning,
Yep.
Summer
okay.
Nights.
Yep.
Okay, we got.
Oh,
two.
we're taking like a tally.
I'm writing them down.
Guys, this is...
I think
and
those are
I'm
the
gonna
only two
check
I
them
know.
off as they happen.
Great.
Oh. That's
so, yeah.
Yeah, that's all I got.
So there's the first song, Tell Me More.
Oh,
Oh, I've heard that one too.
I don't know that. Oh yeah, I do. Wait,
Tell me more, baby.
I was
That's
mixing
Did You Guys
that up
Bang?
with Summer
Isn't that
Nights.
Summer Nights?
No, Summer Nights
Those
is...
are two different songs.
I
Okay.
think there's a variation on Summer Nights because she sings it when she puts the water into the pond and looks at her reflection. That's something...
Nights.
Yes, there is like that is...
It's a blood
Summer
curdling.
Days. They sing about summer days
Summer
and Tell Me
Days.
More time.
And then Summer Nights is... Well, anyway, so yeah, those two things
Tell
happen
Me
for
More.
sure. Beauty School Dropout.
Yep, that happens.
There's that song at the end, Ramalama Ding Dong.
Guys, you're spoiling like so much.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah,
Dan,
Dan
who
knows
has not
it.
seen the movie, knows the song, so that's
song
definitely in
before.
there.
You're right.
Yeah.
But we go together.
We go together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's another one where Look at Me and Sandra Dee.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's the one that Rizzo sings at the drive-in. There are worse things I could do.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Things get heavy.
It gets
Well,
really heavy.
there's worse things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they could be heavier for sure.
I'm going to say there's a switchblade in this movie.
Jaquette's bed?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is there one when they're racing Is there a song that happens?
Yeah. I think there is, isn't there?
It might be an instrumental song.
Yeah.
It's called Fast and the Furious. It's where that franchise came from. This is the one where they wrote in "Hopelessly Devoted to You," right? The movie.
They wrote in what?
"Hopelessly Devoted to You." That's in this movie, right?
Oh,
that wasn't in the original musical.
It wasn't, but they
put
dropped
it into
2
the movie.
songs
Yes.
that were in it.
Fun fact.
Ooh.
Was this a musical before it was a movie?
Yes.
All of them were.
Oh, not once.
Well, sure.
It's a movie
fine.
first. Nailed it.
Frozen. I named another one.
Okay.
Yeah, Disney movies.
Topical.
Well,
Yes.
all the Disney movies. All right.
They were all horrifying German.
Children's Tales,
Turtle- yeah.
where everyone dies. Yeah.
That was a Turtles Tales. That's not a word. Children's.
That's
Well, it is a
German.
word.
Did we get all the songs?
I can't think of any other
Oh, there's
ones.
also the funky opening song with the little cartoon at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
This movie's got a cartoon opening
Grease is
like
the
Pink
word.
Panther?
Grease is the word. you
Grease
guys.
is the
Grease
word.
is-
It is
yeah,
the
it's
word.
called
It's a great
Right.
song. It's catchy as hell.
Or
It is.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids has got a cartoon opening.
Yeah.
That's right.
This one is not going to be as good as the
not as
Honey.
good.
Just want to let you down easy.
Okay, so what I do want to ask you is, what do you think the last shot in the movie is?
Yeah.
Because it's pretty out of the blue, I feel like.
Well, if I didn't know it was out of the blue, I would guess them driving off in his hot rod together after being in love.
Okay.
But an out of the blue shot, I'm going, he has a gun, they're smoking.
Yeah.
He's on the ground
Yes.
bleeding.
Yes.
And it's slow fade up
I love
to
it.
like, what have I done?
Oh my God, I love
and
it.
then blackout.
Yes.
Good. All right.
Executive producer Dick Wolf.
Exact same ending as Reservoir Dogs. Exact
Yeah.
same.
Reservoir Dogs is actually his take on Grease. Yeah. You'll see the parallels pretty quickly. Yeah.
Pink ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mr. Pink.
Mr. Yep.
It's all there.
All there.
They have cars.
They do have cars. Some of them
They wear
they
black.
dress in specific ways.
Black
One of them
suit
who
tops.
has a different inclination is forced into being a bad guy
Indeed.
by his peer group.
Wait, this is actually we need to write this. We need to send this to BuzzFeed. We might have something here.
15 similarities between Grease and Reservoir Dogs.
I love it. But we'd have to make it clickbait. We're like 15 things Quentin Tarantino stole from Grease.
They will believe
That will-
it.
Yeah.
When I saw these, I shit my pants.
When I watch Grease, I cut my tongue out. Fuck BuzzFeed. I'm going to say that officially on the podcast.
Oh, this was
Explicit.
explicit.
Yeah. It's our
Very
first one.
special.
Is it?
For
I
2
think
ways.
so.
I'm on this show. It can't be our first explicit
is.
podcast.
I think
I
it
feel like
is.
you've reined it in.
Yeah.
You didn't check it off when I said penis and vagina earlier?
We spent an entire...
Those are
Technical
medical
terms.
terms.
We
Yeah.
spent half an episode discussing whether the main characters had sex together. Wasn't that?
But we said
we
had
said-
sex.
No,
Did
I'm
we?
pretty sure I
I
said
think we
bang.
said
Oh, I said bang like a million times. That doesn't count as explicit. I mean, what's our target demo?
We don't know.
12-year-olds?
Because as Dan was saying, like, we could send this to 6-year-olds, they'll just gloss over it.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
They'll hear bang, and they'll just think, like, oh, they've shot little cat guns. at
Yeah,
each
when
other.
they shoot at each other. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They bang each other.
Yep.
That was a reference to a previous episode, and I apologize.
Yeah, go back and listen to it.
Yeah. Go to the archives.
Or go forward if we
Yeah,
release
who knows
that order.
if we release that order. Yeah. Behind the curtain.
All right, well, shall we get
Yeah.
greased?
Let's
Yeah.
grease it up.
It's the word.
Welcome back to Totes Recall.
Yeah.
We watched Grease.
It's the word.
The word.
It is.
The word. It's the word.
Best song in the movie. Well, okay.
Filled with music.
Yes, we are. We are overflowing. Our cup overfloweth.
With tunes
Tunes.
and tunes.
Jives.
Yeah.
And tunes. Yeah.
And just sexuality.
And just
Yeah.
so much. So much more than I remembered.
Yeah. There's a
Like
lot of...
everything except maybe the principal's lines
Yeah.
were either overtly sexual or like going in that direction.
Yeah.
This movie is nearly 100% about banging.
Banging.
Yeah.
This could have been called banging.
Yeah.
Banging's
It's
the word.
word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could change none of the words except for grease to banging, and it would be
Indeed.
completely
Bang
appropriate.
lightning. Bang.
Bang,
lightning.
bang, lightning.
Bang lightning, banging nights.
Yep. they call it greasy nights.
Instead of summer nights.
Nights.
Banging nights.
Oh, sure.
But greasy nights would work.
Okay, so
Okay.
I feel like first order of business. Dan, who hadn't seen the movie Grease, what happened to your head during that 1 hour and 50 minutes runtime?
I thought it was pretty good.
Okay.
It was entertaining. It felt very specific to a time,
Sure.
which is not the current era.
Yes. Very good.
I don't really, in general, I'm not a big musicals guy. I
Sure.
get bored during songs. I'm like, how about it would take you like 30 seconds to just say the message of the song.
Yeah.
And then we could
Especially in this
Yeah.
musical.
Yeah.
Because it could have been like, hey, did you get lucky? Yeah, it did. It was great. And that would be...
The end, right?
Yeah.
Or we could make this car way better, and then chicks will want to have sex with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, high five. Moving on.
That said, I thought the production value was very high.
Top notch.
Yeah.
A lot of good background
Oh
work.
my god.
Yeah, one of my notes is just extras with an exclamation
Yeah,
point.
can we talk
There
about
was
that
not
for
a
a second?
single scene without carefully placed extras
Like-
in the background, sometimes doing extraordinary,
Elaborate
baffling-
things.
Just very
Like, it wasn't just like teens with books walking in the background. There were like people playing catch. There was like weird bullying happening in the background all the time. Or like,
Yeah.
hey, dweeb, pulling suspenders, knocking over books.
And there's a guy with one of those elastic ball paddles.
Yeah.
Going nuts in
Yeah.
one scene. That was pretty sweet.
Or my favorite was during Rizzo's There Could Be Worse Things or whatever. That Kaneki, I swear to God, opened and closed the hood of his car like 40 times in the background.
Just gotta keep going.
Just gotta keep going.
Look ready.
That's his job. Close the hood, drive away when the song's over.
Yeah.
Song takes at least 3 minutes. You gotta keep closing that hood.
Yeah.
So you like the
liked
background work?
I liked it overall. I think I liked it overall. The middle section was real slow. Like the entire lead up to the dance
Oh, man.
number
Yeah.
was like all percentages too long.
Yeah.
They could have just been like, here we are at the dance competition. Oh, the cameras are rolling. Jump into the dance right
Right?
then. Like, I didn't need to know the rules.
Oh, the careful, slow explanation of the rules.
Oh, the rules of a fictional television show's dance contest.
Yeah. I guess it was pretty entertaining to see the host just like try and get with all the 17-year-old girls.
Straight creepy.
Yeah.
It was.
Straight
I
creepy.
was uncomfortable
It was
the
super
entire
creepy.
time.
And it was like not even him being sneaky about it.
No, he
No.
was like,
He was
hey,
like, hey.
pretty good like you. What's your name?
Or where he made that
So
creepy in
what?
your window. It's like, hey, your parents know I come into your room every night? The TV.
You know what I mean? But
That
also,
makes
I'm
it-
coming in your window tonight.
Right, exactly.
Where do you live, little girl? Grease too. Yeah. What else? A lot of zingers.
Most of them
many-
terrible.
Real
Yeah.
terrible
Really?
zingers.
Oh, man.
Just like real mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my favorite. What was my favorite? I wrote it down. Hey, why don't you go flog your lawn?
Yeah,
That was
Rizzo.
great.
Rizzo probably had the best singers of all of
Those
them.
are the best singers. She also had the line when there's too many dudes in the car.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is this, a gangbang?
Yeah,
and people seem to understand exactly what she meant.
Yeah.
right.
Hey,
Even
you
though
wish.
it took me a second, I was like, she can't mean what I think she means.
No, she totally does.
That's
She
what she
does.
meant.
Yeah.
She just wanted a one-on-one bang
Yeah.
Ah,
with Kaneki.
And that giant tongue.
Yeah.
Well,
is that what you were talking about before?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, we were distracted by the Scorp sweet car coming in, but when they first start going at it, like, Kaneki's tongue comes out, and just is like, it is seriously like the movie Tremors, where it's just this, like, massive undulating thing, like, arcing out and diving into Rizzo's mouth.
Yeah, they're...
It's terrifying. You saw the thing in IMAX, it would be fucking disgusking.
oh my gosh.
Thinking about it now, though, for all the sexuality in this movie,
Yes.
it's not a very sexy movie.
No.
No.
Like, the like, make-out / sex scenes are real pretty awkward.
I think they're sort of deliberately silly, right?
Yeah, maybe.
It seems like.
Like, when they're up at make-out point, they, like, tumble over the
Yeah.
seat, and then it's like, oh, my 25 cents insurance policy. Ha,
Right.
ha, ha. And they don't use it because it breaks.
Ha, ha, ha.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Ha, ha,
Yeah.
ha.
That is something.
That was a good
That was
story.
like the most warmest memory that came flooding back was like all the eccentric choices that John Travolta made in this movie.
Yeah.
Like whether it be some of his, I mean, obviously he didn't shoot. I assume he didn't choreograph his own dances, but like that's the one. That's actually the one time I brought you write down a note is all the guys' dances were almost all just them like aggressively like shaking their legs back and forth and like doing this with their hand, like throwing their hands up a little bit.
Yeah.
Raising the roof a little
A
bit.
little. Like I feel like every time the dudes had a dance number, it was just like a lot of elbows and legs.
Yep.
Yeah, just wobbling.
Yeah.
I'd like to see...
And occasional pelvic thrusts.
Right. I would like to see Travolta's choices when he's channeling his Nick Cage character from Face Off.
Yeah, here's what I think needs to happen.
That would be amazing.
I think what we need to do is we need to start an Indiegogo campaign where we recreate every John Travolta movie, but play it as if he has the mind of Nicolas Cage. He's, you know, it's John Travolta's face, but Nicolas Cage is actually the character.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how much better Grease would have been?
It would be
Oh
Caspin...
my God.
What's his name? Casper Troy?
Castor Troy.
Oof.
We're talking about...
Face Off.
Molly's already done. She's checking.
That's amazing.
The movie was really way
Essentially
longer than it
sleeping
needed to
right
be.
Yeah, it was too long in the middle.
Oh my god.
All right. Let's see.
What didn't you, Beth, at some point just say like, I don't remember this movie being this boring?
Yeah, it was just there was a lot
Slow.
of stuff in between songs.
Yes.
And there weren't, I mean, we named most of the songs. We missed a few, guys. There was a refrain of Sandra D. We
Sure.
missed that.
The worst possible refrain too,
Yeah,
where it was like
where she was like, "I'm going to change myself. Goodbye."
she was
to who I
basically
am."
she was basically affirming Rizzo's thesis of the original Sandra D, of just like, yeah, I am lame.
Yeah,
It's horrible.
It is.
awful. I think we possibly got named this, but I just didn't write it down. The one that I want at the end.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we named
I think we talked about it.
But
it. Ooh.
there was an entire Danny Zooks
Solo
song that I couldn't
Oh.
sing for you right now.
No.
Well,
It's
it was.
very forgettable.
Oh, he's sad about Sandy running away after he assaulted her, basically, in his car at the drive-in.
Oh,
Yeah. I honestly don't understand this relationship in any way.
No.
Like, he lied to her.
Yes.
He treats her like crap.
Yeah.
Assaults her in his car.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, I'm going to change for you. So
Right.
now we can be together.
But he changes for her, too.
Sort of.
He
little
runs
bit.
track and then puts on a fancy coat.
Yeah, he letters in track.
He gets a sweater.
He gets a Letterman sweater, but then he looks over, the Three Stooges T-Birds. Who,
Yeah.
by the way, let me take a little.
Literally Three Stooges.
Can I take a look?
Literally
Yeah, they
Three
did the
Stooges.
whatever. Let's diverge for a second there, where like they introduced the T-Birds, and maybe this was intentional. Maybe it's the joke of just like gangs are dumb, right,
Yeah.
guys? These kids are just as dumb and stupid as any other kid, because like right away it is clearly established the T-Birds, the leather jacket, hot rod, bad boys of the high school are clearly just as pathetic as like the kid with the bow ties and the suspenders.
Yeah.
And the dumb jock.
Yeah, even the jocks aren't cool,
No.
which I felt like was
Was
a real
anyone
tenet
cool?
of the 50s. I think the shop teacher was pretty cool.
She was cool.
The shop teacher, I really liked the principal, like the assistant principal
Or whatever.
whoever
The
she
xylophone
was.
player.
I thought she had a really good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just had a good attitude for the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's cool in this. I guess Danny and
Sort
Kaneki
of.
are kind of cool. The Three Stooges are not cool
They're
at
like
all.
king of the nerds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So that was troubling. I think the premise, though, is that Danny is two people in one.
Yes.
And that's what he keeps trying to emphasize, is that
Right.
he is the guy who's sweet, but he's also the guy who's horrible
And horny.
and horny.
Yeah.
But then he doesn't reconcile those two at all.
It doesn't seem like it. It does seem like he's just like, sometimes he's good Danny, sometimes he's gross Danny. And for some reason, at the end, Sandy's like, yeah, all right.
Oh, I'll just
I'll
come
just
to your
deal
level.
with it. I think that's what it is. It ends with her basically saying, like, I can fix him. Right?
I don't think so. I think she just decides to abandon herself.
Yeah, she's not herself.
So
at
she's
all
also
in the end.
Danny at the end.
She starts off the last song by saying, "Tell me about it, stud."
Ugh,
Yeah.
so gross.
Ugh.
And then with a cigarette and putting it out with that sandal, with an ill-fitting
Yeah.
sandal.
Ill-fitting.
I just,
A red patent leather sandal.
Yeah.
it was hard to watch.
And like half that song is just Johnny T. Just like, he's like a cartoon wolf looking at her ass. Like
Yeah.
that's his role in the song.
He has one dance at one point where he gets blown away by her hotness and falls downstairs
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah.
He is
Pretty nice.
electrified.
That is basically his part of the song is like, you look great. We are totally going to have sex later. Like, that's what he's singing about.
Yeah.
But then she's singing like, but still be nice, Danny, so I don't feel like a jerk for totally abandoning my identity.
Well, but most of the lines are, I need a man.
Yeah.
And I understand it's the 50s and this was made in the 70s,
Sure.
but it's still depressing to watch.
Yeah.
I guess because I just imagine myself having watched this movie like thousands of times when I was a kid.
An impressionable youth.
Impressionable.
Mm-hmm.
I really thought Sandy was really cool.
At the end.
At the end. I liked her at the beginning, too, though. Like, there wasn't any point where I was like, oh, gross, Sandy.
To the story's credit, I don't feel like at any point she was presented in a disparaging way in either side of her. You know what I mean? Like, the girls were like, you're lame. And she certainly was like, I don't really know what to do with myself. But I feel like the movie itself wasn't, like, judging her negatively for being a nice person at any point. You know what I mean?
I think all the kids are trapped by their own sexuality.
Yes.
Right? This is a story about youth trying to overcome
Let's break this open. I totally agree with you.
Sexuality, and they can't break free of that cage. That's why they gotta race cars as fast as possible.
Why the Three Stooges, at least two of them are harboring feelings for each other.
Yes.
No question.
Well, Kaneki and Danny Zuko embrace at one point, and then as soon as they lock eyes,
oh my god,
they panic and comb their hair as fast as possible.
Fast as possible, because as we all know, the straightest move any guy in high school can make is to carefully sculpt your product-laden hair
into a phallic point.
And then walk away in your jaunty Danny Zuko walk in your tight pants.
Maybe whip off your jacket so you can expose your
Your
arms.
sleeveless tee that occasionally has rhinestones on it if it is a fantasy sequence.
The Grease, speaking of rhinestone, sleeveless tee, the Grease lightning scene was pretty amazing.
Right?
That was maybe my favorite dance number.
Well, the spectacle alone of a bunch of men.
But also the colors was good. I like the sort of white.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good set design.
Yeah, white tires in the background and the cool dudes doing sweet ballet twirls off the guitar.
You can see how, as a young child, you'd be like, oh, yeah, this song is great.
Yeah.
I didn't realize how dirty it was until I saw high school students perform it at a statewide review.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And they did not change the lyrics at all.
They did not change the lyrics.
Yeah, what's the chorus? It's supreme.
It's supreme. The
It'll
chicks
make
will
cream.
Cream. Yep.
Yeah.
And there were some other ones in there too.
Right. That's getting your rocks off and
something.
But yeah, that song is absolutely about.
Oh my god! Like
it's about nothing else.
No, that is literally the thesis of the song. We're going to make this car great, and then women will be sexually aroused and not be able to control themselves.
Yeah.
And then I'll whip out my rhinestone-studded sleeveless tee.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the engine being lowered from the ceiling.
Sure, everyone
with
does.
John Travolta straddling it.
Yeah, everyone does.
I thought that was that made an impression.
Yeah. And the fact that it's already running, the propeller's running already.
Yeah, that's how cars go.
Because that's like the propeller signifies
sexuality, yes.
his ramping up sexuality.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got his engine running.
Running hard.
As it were.
Yes.
For Kaneki.
Can we talk about Rizzo for a minute?
Yes. I love her.
Because I feel like Rizzo...
She's the saddest character in this movie.
But also, like, the most self-actualized, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because, like, even though, like, maybe she, spends a lot of her time sleeping around.
Yeah.
But like that one song says, like, she kind of owns it. Like
it does. Well, and also I think it shows that her feelings were hurt by being ostracized in a way. And she, she actually showed some character development.
Yes.
She changed.
Mm-hmm.
But not in a creepy way like Sandra did.
Yeah. But then I feel like she didn't because while on a Ferris wheel, she screamed to the world, I'm not pregnant! And that, I'm sorry. Was that too aggressive?
No.
Or was that a good representation?
Yeah, that was very,
But that's got to be, that's got to be a good moment for her as a teen.
Yeah, she's like, I had my rough patch, but now I...
Is she going to learn her lesson and wrap it up?
Maybe, because she may or may not have agreed to marry Kaneki at the end.
Yeah. Well, he proposed. He said, "I'm making honest woman."
Yeah, but is that just like him being clever and it just means like, let's go study?
No, because she was like, if that's a line, I'm not taking it, boy. And he's like, hey, ain't no line.
Yeah, we are great.
And then then they made up for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, but it was sweet, as
Yeah.
Frenchie
Okay.
pointed out. Like, guys, they
Yeah.
made up.
The gang's back together.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Which, okay, so at the end, are we supposed
I
to...
can't do her voice. I tried.
That's good.
Are we supposed to understand that the other T-Birds and the other Pink Ladies paired off, or were they just good friends?
I think it's according to the wooden cutout carnival ride who got married and who didn't.
Right,
yeah.
because there
Because
was...
one was explicitly a bride and groom.
One was a Amazon woman tweaking the nipple of a gorilla.
Yes. They do not get married.
But they have some wild times.
They
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then that one guy with a
that one guy clearly,
bobblehead dog, right?
Yeah.
He is alone forever, and he's a dog gentleman.
Yes.
Oh, sure. Like a dog walker. He has a bunch. He
Well, like, yeah.
rescues.
Sure, the equivalent of a cat lady.
Yeah.
but a
Dog gentleman.
Yes.
Because dogs are for men and cats are for ladies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the 50s.
How did the bets go?
How did the
How'd
bets
you
go?
do?
I guess 72 for the year. Way off. 78.
Yeah.
But Molly also
Not as
way
far off.
You
as
said
we-
early
What did you
80s.
say?
I really thought it was like 84, 85, and I was wrong.
Yeah. Wrong.
Maybe it just like came back around then. Like it got cult status.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Did I say a year?
No.
No, I don't think so.
When?
I was thinking 82. That was the year in my brain, but still off.
I didn't say
Probably
anything, so let's just assume that I thought 78 and say that I was
Nailed
right.
it. That's right. Grease Lightning is a car. Nailed it.
Yeah, totally nailed it.
There were not any summer nights in the movie.
I mean, there was nighttime.
No, you're right.
In the opening montage.
It was all during the day, right?
Well, the sun was
Later.
setting in the montage at the beginning when they're on the beach.
Okay.
So like summer dusk.
Okay.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call that night, though.
No,
really.
I
It's
wouldn't
like
either.
evening,
sure.
summer evenings.
Yeah.
I mean, they referenced the summer nights that they had.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the summer nights did not exist.
Yes.
There were autumn nights instead.
Indeed.
Bummer.
We all braced for that key change.
Yes.
New Jersey, maybe? Unknown.
Probably.
It was unclear.
I
Right
think-
high.
I'm gonna say definitely filmed in LA.
Yes.
Yeah.
Takes place probably like somewhere in the Jersey area, right?
I thought to look for license plates,
Ooh, that would have been smart.
Oh.
We never did
but
that.
it didn't. And maybe they just
Did they
weren't
have
on there.
license plates?
I feel like they just didn't have license
Why have license plates when you got flames all over your car?
There definitely were license plates on the Scorpion's car because I was looking at the bumper as flames shot out.
Yeah, because that dude was Batman or
Yeah.
whatever.
He was a Batman.
He was a Batman villain who'd stolen the Batmobile. Yes, thank you. That guy was gross. Like, I like that the casting call was literally, we need to find a guy who is like the evil doppelganger to Kaneki. Because, like, Kaneki's already a pretty weird-looking dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were like, we need to find like a skeevier, greasier, weirder-looking, skinny white guy with big teeth.
Yeah. That guy could have been one of the bad guys on Con Air airplane.
Yes. Or like a that guy would have made a killing as like a random like street thug in the Game of Thrones universe.
Yeah.
Like just like, you know, let that hair grow a little longer,
Yeah.
grease it up even more, maybe like put like, you know, add to the acne scars so that it like spreads across his face in some sort of grotesque shape that then gives him a nickname or something.
Yeah.
Done.
Done.
Make a mint. But he's probably way older now, I assume. So
Could it be Crater Face?
he was Craterface. That's the Batman villain. He was called Craterface. We just saw the origin story to a Batman villain.
Awesome.
Do you think he shows up in Grease too in like a full costume?
Terrorizing the youth.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah.
You guys.
This makes so much
So
sense.
apparently,
This is a Batman prequel?
yeah, this changes everything because apparently Grease is actually the prequel to the entire Batman film franchise.
So is Papa Wayne in this movie? So like Bruce Wayne's dad? Is he Danny Zuko?
Maybe.
Not Danny Zuko.
Why not?
Maybe he's one of the thug. Maybe he's the nerd.
Thomas Wayne was a handsome gentleman who eventually became a doctor. Danny Zuko is just an 18-year-old kid who just got out of high school. He could decide to go to medical school, right? Make a
I don't
killing.
think so.
No?
Who's your call for Batman's dad in the Grease movie? Who's your Thomas Wayne? If not Danny
You
Zuko.
think Sid Caesar, Coach?
Too old.
He's so old already.
Bowtie nerd?
Yes. What? Wouldn't that be a huge
He
twist?
threw
Yes.
that pie really expertly.
Yeah, right? He already had... The coach even said, like, oh, you should be playing for whatever. And then he interpreted that as, I should travel the world, learning all of the martial arts for revenge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bow-tie aired.
You guys.
Batman. Fantastic.
Wow.
Well, I'm glad that he finds someone eventually.
The dweeb?
Yeah.
You mean
He's poorly
himself?
treated.
No, I mean...
Dr. Chase
Batman
Merlin.
came from somewhere.
No, wait, we're talking about Batman's dad, right?
Yeah.
Well, his parents are
Oh,
murdered.
right.
We were
Wait.
going back and
Okay,
forth.
I forgot. Yeah, I forgot we were doing his dad.
So,
No, you're right.
yeah.
He finds someone.
I know my Batman trivia.
He finds someone,
She
but
also
then,
knows how babies are made.
but then he's tragically
Yay.
killed, you guys. He's tragically killed in an alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not alone.
He does not die alone like Batman will.
Right. Ooh.
Oh.
You don't think Batman's gonna not die alone?
I mean, it depends.
Robin will be by his
The Bat family, I mean, for a man who claims to be so solitary, he gets a lot of people around him. That's
Yeah.
all, you know?
Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, the butler's going to croak at some point.
That's so sad.
Okay,
All right.
speaking of Grease.
I bet there would be high school kids.
Yep.
Nailed
it so hard.
Big time.
Character-wise,
But-
actor-wise,
No way.
No, none of them were in high
Maybe
school.
that dweeb kid who throws the pie.
maybe.
Maybe.
At least, he could at least have been like 20.
He's probably like a freshman in college.
Right.
Yeah. But the other ones had like full 5 o'clock shadow.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Well, especially that one T-Bird who's
Yeah,
just
the
like
curly hair.
Yeah, like you are clearly like a PA who just got thrown in front of the camera because you could like do like creepy arm stuff.
I bet Johnny T would force himself upon the leading lady. Yep.
Yep.
Nailed
Big
it.
time.
Twice, I think.
I mean, well,
First time
The
was
first
a
time
borderline.
was just aggressive kissing.
yeah.
But
the
in
next, but then, can we? While we're on that one, can we talk about Danny Zuko's classic move? Apparently, to like get to,
Oh, to sneeze?
yeah, like to just like
horrible.
aggressively sneeze towards his date. Like, is that
doesn't
really?
Even, that's not even part of his physical move. That just
But it like
breaks
that was
the
his.
moment?
No, it was his setup
No, it's
though,
how
because
he
he
got his
like
arm.
he moved his arm closer when he
during the
sneezed.
sneeze?
Yeah.
And then like the real obvious like,
That's the thing.
like claw game.
Like he literally
grab?
shaped his hand into like a vaguely claw-like.
It's like he had dropped a monkey's paw over.
It was like a booby
Sandy's.
trap. Like it was just gonna like drop. I do that all the time. That was not on purpose. For the listeners at home, that was not on purpose. But I do that almost every day of my life. You're welcome.
Yeah, nailed it.
I also said swear again, so double explicit.
Yeah. And then immediately after that, there's a object in the groin gag
Yeah,
where he gets the door slammed.
slammed in that
jaw.
boner.
And he makes like a
Ooh,
face.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Very
Erection
comical.
joke.
Yeah.
That was funny, right? Did you find that funny as a child, Ben?
I probably was like, why was he so mean to Sandy?
Yeah. I
I
remember.
talked in that voice.
Yeah. That's why you love the movie so much, because you talked exactly like Danny
Sandy
Zuko.
over here. Hey. Yeah.
I vividly remember the moment where she takes off the ring and throws it at him and says, "I don't want this piece of tin."
Yeah.
And I remember feeling that was a total slam. Like that was
To insult the quality of his ring metal.
Yeah.
well, to insult the quality of his offer.
Right.
Sure.
That,
That was a big move for Zooks.
Yeah, to
Yeah.
commit like that. But see, then
but he just was like he thought it was like a ticket to board a train.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Ah!
I think
I
we
do know.
do. I think we do. Sex.
Then the end of that scene with the weird solo ends with the moment. where
Great.
we
A
were-
great background. Again, all this
Oh.
background work.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
yeah.
classic animation
Oh
of
my God.
dancing concessions.
Yeah.
There's a hot dog bun. There's a hot dog. Hot dog is doing some great cartwheels. The four of us, we knew it was coming. Molly Chase shouting at the TV, jump in that bun.
Get
Get
in,
in
Get in
that
that bun.
and the hot dog right as the
Song, like the song
ends.
ends, like the denouement is the hot dog leaping into the open bun.
Yeah. Very obvious
so-
sexual metaphor.
It
Wow.
is.
So many. So many. Oh. Okay. This reminded me, there was that point in the Did You Guys Bang song
Right.
where one girl's holding up a banana, right?
Yeah.
But that reminds me, that girl, as Molly Chase pointed out, always eating, and we then learn through dialogue, is supposed to be like the fat friend, which is insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a completely normal human being, not even normal, Hollywood normal human
Yeah.
being.
Yep.
Weird.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Upsetting.
I mean, I guess anyone would look fat next to Sandy in those ridiculous pants at the end.
Oh,
But
those were amazing.
good Lord.
Those pants went all the way up. You know what I mean? I don't know what I mean.
Sorry, I'm turning bright red.
Were there any more bets?
And one more that there would be a switchblade.
And there was.
And there was at least a knife. It looked like a switchblade.
I think it was a switchblade.
Switchblade.
I just was focused on the
That
water
and a
pistol.
water pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not intimidating.
No, especially when you're going against the Scorps,
Scorpions.
who have apparently murdered Batman, taken his car.
And turned it into a Ben-Hur
Yeah, right, the little spinny things.
Yeah.
Guys.
attack machine.
Yeah.
Is that,
Attack machine. Yeah, that's the term.
Attack-
Hey, I got my attack.
Hey,
machine. They had to cut the song with the Scorpions singing the attack machine song.
yeah, I missed that.
Yeah, but that one is also about it'll just make chicks really.
Yeah.
In going back to the pants thing, I'm surprised that you brought up Olivia Newton-John's pants and not the pants in the baseball scenes.
Oh my God, the slowest sport montage in the history of film.
Yeah. Danny Zuko needs to impress his lady, Sandy.
Yeah.
Yep. This is
And-
something I completely forgot
Yep.
about.
Me
So
too.
he does sports because
Well, she's
Why not?
dating that dumb jock.
She's
dating a
into
dumb
the
jock.
quarterback, so
Sorta.
he's like, I'm going to do sports and
And
get
so he
her
tries
attention.
out every sport and he fails at everyone because he just wants to punch people.
He's like a
including wrestling.
yeah, he's like a chimpanzee. Like when they do studies of behavior, like they did a study where they figured out that like they would point at stuff and see like if babies, dogs, and chimps would actually like figure out like, oh, they're pointing at the thing I want. And dogs did the best at it, even better than dumb babies. But what they figured out is that they figured like chimps are going to be great at this. They know how to point. They're a lot like us, but they're so angry. They're so instinctively aggressive that they didn't give a shit about where they were pointing. And Danny Zuko is the chimp of Rydell High School sports.
Yeah. In a movie these days, those like 12 scenes
my
would be
God.
condensed and there'd be a song over it.
It'd be a hot song on the top 40 charts.
Yeah, and it'd just be him failing at sports and punching a dude. But
Yeah.
instead, we've got like full, like 2-3 minute scenes
Yes.
for each
Each one.
10-second clip.
And we know how it's going to turn out.
And like there wasn't even like a lot of variety. It was literally like Danny tries sport, Danny gets mad, coach is like, ha ha ha, oh,
Coach doesn't care.
you know, like you have anger issues. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So eventually he finds cross-country running, and apparently he excels at, which we don't find out until he lettered at the very end.
Yes.
Seems very tacked on.
Yeah, like because you would think if the director loved slow-moving sports scenes, they would have keep cutting to his track meets throughout the movie.
But before that, when he tries basketball, my note was basketball moose knuckle. Because
dude.
every dude has his shorts pulled up real high.
But Johnny T,
Very well-defined
Johnny
packages.
T, though, it was at least an extra 2 inches up.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, like, he was stuffing on the bottom because
Just these, like bumpy avocados.
it was amazing. And this was the uniform,
Yeah.
I guess.
All the kids are wearing it.
Like, and that's what I mean. Like, that is implied. It's implied they chose to wear their shorts that high.
Yeah.
All of them went into the locker room, took off their sweet sleeveless black tee, leather jacket.
Right, it's not optional.
Danny Zuko, the guy we're supposed to think is the cool one, was given those shorts, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna pull this above my belly button and smash my junk into the bottom."
Yeah, he should have at least like ripped the sleeves on his
Right?
tee or something.
That was weird because all the other basketball kids had sleeveless shirts on.
Yeah.
But he had the full tee.
I think this is supposed to be like a fish out of water situation.
Oh, sure.
Where he's the nerd.
Maybe they should have put some rhinestones on
yeah.
his so that it was clear.
That's what was missing
Yeah.
from that get up.
Oh my God. Yeah, I did not remember how many slow... how did I watch that in high school? How did anyone watch that in high school?
I have no idea.
Nothing happens for like the
No.
middle 40.
Yeah, it's real slow in the middle.
That's what, when we were doing the beginning, I was like, I feel like I know everything that happens in this movie.
Yeah,
And it turns out, even if I didn't vocalize it, I did.
pretty much.
Except for the sports thing. I forgot about that.
But that barely
But
matters.
It's because I probably zoned out last time I saw it.
The
boring.
only reason that happened was so he could fall over a hurdle and Sandy would feel bad.
And then, ugh.
Oh, and then
I'm
why would that
upset.
be the reaction?
Right.
Yeah.
She should be like, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or he's a grown man and he just tripped over. So he's not
Like,
about
he's
to
fine.
die. Yeah.
He probably has ridden a motorcycle at some point. He's fine. He's done some sweet skids in his leather jacket. Or whatever. I don't ride motorcycles.
She goes from like canoodling with the jock
Yeah.
immediately to him, and then they look at him, laugh, and run away.
Run away, and suddenly they're like a couple again.
It's so rude.
Really mean.
But that jock does get a lady at the end. We
The
see in
one nobody
montage.
wants to be around.
He gets the energetic, like, I planned everything lady.
Oh, the like too perky cheerleader.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
That
But
no
he
one
does
likes.
get, yeah.
They seem good together though, right?
Because he's quiet and reserved, and she can just talk at him.
just talk
and he'll
until he
just
talk.
wave and smile.
Until 30 years down the road,
When he gets
is
drunk
rage
and
fires
fat.
inside him and he murders his whole family.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And then that guy from the Scorpions will come and be like, hey, I like your style.
He joins the Scorpions gang.
Yep.
Eventually, Batman dangles him over a ledge.
Yep.
He's like, I remember you.
But at this point, it'd be a different Batman because the previous Batman was murdered and the car was stolen by the Scorpions.
Sure.
Oh, huge points to you. You said that it would end with riding a sweet hot rod.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of town.
Yeah.
And it did,
did.
essentially.
It certainly did.
Out
I
of
was,
town.
when you said that, I was like,
No,
wow,
I think we were all
that's
very excited because
really-
you were pretty close.
Yeah.
Because they drive way out of town.
Yeah.
They drive into space.
Or
I guess?
heaven.
Into the skies.
Yeah. Well, if the movie is all the dying dream of
Frenchie.
Frenchie.
Right. We didn't talk about that. That's right.
Okay, sure.
Molly's favorite song, Beauty School Dropout. My theory, the diner's closed, like the waitress literally turns off the lights and leaves, and she's just left there alone. Someone breaks in to get all the money, because that's clearly where all of the teens' cash is going. Because as we saw during the dance contest, no one is there, because all the servers are just watching the dance contest on TV. My theory, someone breaks in, Frenchie's there, they freak out, they either shoot her or stab her in the belly.
Yeah.
She's slowly bleeding out. She hallucinates Beauty School Dropout. And then at that point, either the entire movie is her dying dream, or she's already dead. And then Sandy, when she sings Goodbye Sandra Dee and sees Frenchie, and is like, Frenchie, help me turn into new Sandy. What that actually is,
It's releasing her soul.
exactly, it's like, Frenchie, I accept my end. Take me with you. And then, I don't know, I guess maybe they all died in a cut.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
why Danny and her...
Oh, maybe he died in the car race.
Oh, he died in the car race.
Your theory that he actually ran her over with the car is true. They both died. And then the last scene is just like that's their heaven, where like
Heaven.
Rizzo and
Everyone's
Kaneki is
The
together and
gang's
happy.
again. The gang's together again.
Gang's all together, and then they ride that sweet grease lightning into the sky.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is he riding Grease Lightning? Because that's not his car.
But it was grease lightning. Like the fantasy grease lightning.
Oh, it was the red fantasy.
with the
Grease
crazy,
Yeah.
like, plexiglass
Oh,
hood.
So it's not even a real car that they ride.
Right. You guys. Wait a minute.
This might have been an incredible movie.
There's a lot going on.
This is a Shyamalan slam.
Huge Shameless Slam.
Shyamalama.
Started with it. Yeah, and they all speak gibberish at the end. 'cause
Oh,
their
like
brains
Twin
are
Peaks,
failing.
like that dream in Twin Peaks.
Yeah, where they're
Yeah.
speaking backwards.
Right. Okay.
Ooh,
Wait.
what if we play that part backwards?
What if Shama Blama whatever is actually when you play backwards is like they all died in Vietnam?
I can technically do that.
Oh.
What?
Here's what it sounds like. Okay, there you go.
Cool. Wow.
That was so crazy.
High tech.
They all died in the Korean War.
Oh, right.
'Cause that was the time.
Oh, Craig, because they just turned 18. So
Yeah.
off they go.
And then one lady had a boyfriend in the Korean War. I missed that part.
She was pen pals with a bunch of Marines.
Oh,
Like
okay.
a bunch of them. Like she had a whole wallet full of them, and she would write letters, that like sexy letters.
And
to
she would
them.
sign off, hopelessly devoted.
Oh, that's where the song.
where the
You
song
guys,
comes
I wasn't paying attention.
Some of us.
My other
watched
note
it
that I have
several
here is a quote from it that I thought
Oh,
was
good.
amazing. Was early on, after Sandy gets ditched by Zuko,
Yeah.
one of her friends, I forget who, not Rizzo, one of the other ones.
Frenchie,
Sure.
the one who was nice to her.
Probably, yeah. Says the only man you can depend on is your father.
Daddy.
Your daddy.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Frenchie.
Ooh, real gross.
Yeah, and all of us went, ooh.
Was there even anyone's parent in this movie?
No.
No. Yeah, where are the
Like,
parents?
there wasn't even like a who's that guy that's in all like who's that adorable character actor who was Molly Ringwald's dad?
Oh, I loved him. I don't know. The parents get referenced a couple of
Sure.
times, but yeah, you don't see them.
They
You only
seem to have
see
a
the
lot of freedom though.
That's true.
Well,
they
the
can drive
parents
around
are
all
still
night.
on Earth. Going with our theory, all
right.
the children are dead.
Wait, so they've been in the whole
We
movie?
did the whole movie.
So Rydell High is like a purgatory situation.
Yeah.
Oh, but the principal's a nice lady.
Well, she's a angel.
She's
or
an
whatever.
angel. Oh.
They do talk about guardian angels.
That's right.
They also talk about killing all the gladiators, so...
Yeah, there's that burning effigy during the football rally.
Yeah.
Maybe that's...
Maybe that's the 50s.
They still burn stuff in some high schools.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, it didn't happen.
Sometimes people die. It's very tragic.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Whoa.
Sorry, guys.
Downer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Downer, just like Grease, the ending of Grease, right? They're all dead. Ooh.
I do think the cartoon opening for this
Yeah.
was good, but maybe not as good as Honey, I Shrunk
No
the
way
Kids.
No
way
way.
was it as good.
Yeah.
No, the hot dog and bun thing was a much better animation.
Which is a real
It's a
thing.
real
Like,
thing.
that's not something they made for Grease. Go get some snacks at the movie time. Everybody go and stop your fornicating.
Just healthy snack. But women did talk to each other, and they talked to each other about a variety of topics,
Nailed the
including
Bechdel
their
test.
Yeah.
Big time.
professional aspirations.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beauty school.
The professional conversation between the principal and assistant principal.
Right. Yes.
Who were names, but I do not remember the names.
Doesn't matter.
It does.
This movie's about children.
Yeah.
The adults are yes, the ghosts of children. Innocent youth.
Yeah.
Taken too soon by joyriding and smoking and premarital sex.
That'll kill
Yeah.
you, teens.
Yeah, teens.
And
Having
lack of
premarital sex.
Listen up.
and lots of lack of respect for property.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a
Yeah.
single school book that made it through that movie intact.
There's
No.
a lot of throwing school books.
A lot of getting knocked
So
down.
many paper airplanes.
Yeah.
Those are
Litter bugs.
pamphlets
Yep.
Pamphlets.
that teachers made,
Yeah.
they learn from, study from, and instead they're being thrown
And that is
across
like
the
there's a
classroom.
limited budget for that. The
Yeah.
school has a limited
School's
budget.
not rich. It's a
No,
losing
look
football
at
team.
it. Yeah, look at that. They can't even afford like decent effigies or whatever.
Yeah. I did think that the opening scene when they're panning through in the opening when they're panning through the school
Yeah.
was very felt very theatrical, I guess.
Sure.
Like
Yeah.
the classrooms, that's like not realistic at all. It's like people sitting on desks and throwing paper
Yeah,
airplanes and throwing
the
basketballs.
whole.
and stuff. It's like, this is
I
not-
loved any time they were at school because the director clearly had a ball with like stage picture because there were like tables everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like during the like "Did They Bang" song, every time it would go to the girls. There was just this great bit of business of like Rizzo, like sometimes she'd put a leg on the bench, sometimes she'd lean over on her chair, sometimes I don't know. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, the stage picture was very careful.
Yes, especially when those boys did their little knee thing on the bleachers. I mean, how long
It
did?
was impressive. Speaking of bleachers.
Speaking of impressive shots, end of the dance contest. Creeper McGee catches that microphone, right?
yeah.
After like an elaborate everybody come into frame.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a one-take situation?
No.
No way, right?
Barely even caught it
Yeah.
that time. So I feel like that was like that's the best it's going to get.
I think he nailed it first try.
You have a lot of confidence in him.
Well, he's a suave dude.
He's a confident guy. I mean, clearly he's a confident guy.
He's confident enough to deliberately hit on a 17-year-old girl on national TV. And I think we're led to believe this is a very popular program.
Yeah, he like calls her like, you all know Marty.
Yeah, this is the era when there's like 2-3 channels,
Right,
right?
there's nothing else going on.
Yeah, you're either watching dance show.
Every
the
server
news.
at that diner is watching that show.
Yeah,
But
because
it's
they had
also the era where a rock star could marry his 13-year-old cousin, and it was scandalous, but not career-ending.
Yeah.
Are you saying that this guy has publicly
Married his 13-year-old cousin, yes.
So then he's cheating on his wife.
cheated on his cousin wife?
Cousin wife.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marty is a homewrecker.
This is where you can be, in the era where you could be in.
Was
like,
it Marty? Am I right?
Her name is Marty.
Maraschino, like
Marty.
a cherry.
No, that was the lady.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh. Okay.
That he was seducing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maraschino.
When she said like a cherry, she carefully placed her hand on the phallic
Like-
TV camera between them.
Yeah, and he
You
was
guys.
like, boop.
I think I understood what she was saying.
The director of that movie knew what he was doing. That is all I'm saying.
I can't read my own handwriting. His name was Vince something. I just wrote pervy Vince.
I
Oriented?
kept, yeah, it was definitely Vince. I kept thinking, like, was it Vince Vaughn?
Vince
But it wasn't.
Fontaine.
Fontaine.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
That's a good Italian name.
Oh, yeah,
He's
that's
a stage
obviously
name.
in Jersey. Everybody's got, like, Italian heritage.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be Jersey.
Frankie Valli's in it, maybe, we think.
Oh yeah, did we figure out who was her, the person who brought her to death?
I think he was her guardian angel, like almost
or the
literally.
angel of
But I
death.
mean, who played him is what I'm asking.
I think
It's like
it
a
was
real, like, famous
Frankie,
dude, right?
Frankie Valli is a famous singer guy from
Because
that
he was
era.
Frankie and Annette, right?
Oh, yeah, because we talked about Annette's jugs
Yes, that's
and
it.
how no one had bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Kaneki claims.
Oh, claims.
There was dispute between the T-Birds, it seemed like.
Over who got the biggest melons.
Right. They were, okay, just to be clear, at the beginning of the movie, all of the T-Birds are virgins except for Danny Zuko, right?
Yes, because he was with Cha-Cha.
Yeah, and because Kaneki said he'd been holding his 25-cent insurance policy since the 7th grade. Hey, that's why it snapped in half, because it was broken and all.
Oh, so you think this was his first opportunity to use it?
Yeah.
Well, at least the first opportunity where, like, he actually was
Somebody
like,
asked
this is
about
going to
it.
happen.
Oh,
Yeah, they were all
I would have
virgins.
thought he would have locked something down.
Well, as you notice, Kaneki was, you know, he had a facade of, like, cool, collected. But when things didn't go his way, like, say, when the Scorpions would back into his car and his hubcap would fall off, he fell apart.
Yeah, but he really manned up
Oh, yeah.
in the insane telephone game of finding out Rizzo was...
Yeah, he, like,
Pregnant.
immediately was
manned up,
like,
was
hey, let's do this. Let's work on this. Let's figure this out together.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, it's not yours because I'm a slut.
Yeah.
And he was like, and then he was like visibly
Hurt.
like, I'm hurt.
Yeah.
I feel like in a different movie that would have been a domestic violence situation. But he was like soft, sensitive guy.
Wait, what are you saying?
I don't understand what's happening.
The way that Kaneki's character had been portrayed,
Oh, sure.
when he got burned like that he had both been cuckolded.
He'd been like, hey.
He put himself out there,
Yeah.
and then his woman had both implied that she'd been sleeping around
Yep.
and like slammed him down.
Yeah.
In a different movie,
Sure.
that same character might have slapped her.
Lashed out.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
But
is,
instead, he
that's fair.
crumbled on the inside.
Because
and
the
just walked
T-Birds,
away.
the T-Birds are the good hot rod gang guys.
Yeah.
The Scorpions probably would have slapped her around.
Yeah.
For sure.
Cha-Cha's probably been slapped around, sadly.
Yeah.
So sad.
Yeah. She seemed to have a lot
But
of
she was at
problems.
least 35.
At
She was
least.
real old.
At least.
She was the best dancer. But maybe not.
No, I think she was the best dancer.
Well,
by
she was
far.
the most, like, assertive dancer. Like, she did the most, like, look at my skirt.
Well,
I'm moving my body.
Most of dancing is confidence.
Thank you. Beth. Former dancer, Beth.
It's true. Most of anything is confidence.
Like podcasting.
Podcasting, comedy,
Yeah.
engineering.
Assuming anyone would want to listen to four people talk about a movie.
I'm confident.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident.
Wow.
Thank you for downloading.
Please tell your friends
Yeah.
and the internet at large.
Did you enjoy it
Ooh, right.
more or less?
Oh, great.
What?
I think this could be both things.
Confidence.
Say it again, Beth.
Did you enjoy the film more or less than the last time you had seen it?
I am sad to report that I enjoyed it a lot less.
But that was your prediction.
No, she
No,
said
my
way
prediction
more.
was
Way
I
more.
enjoy it more.
She said, like, she was very confident.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
really was. Because I was so bored by it.
Yeah.
And I felt really bad about that. I felt like I had lost a puppy.
Oh, my God.
But anyway, how did you guys like?
I'd definitely say I was less enthusiastic about it. I'm not going to say I didn't. I'm not going to say I liked it less because I feel like as a young person, I was just like, "Hey, right, guys, this is fun." Because again, it was one of my many
fit in.
birdshot pellets of finding acceptance and relating to other human beings.
Yeah.
But now, as an adult, and actually like looking at it from a critical eye, and also realizing how overtly sexual it was, like it was sort of just fascinating. You know what I mean? Like it was almost like for example, when I basically had to explain to my mother that essentially all of rock and roll is about sex. Like I feel like I just had sort of that moment of hers with the movie Grease, but in maybe like a more like stoic academic way, where like you had warned me, Beth, that this is going to be like totally gross. Mm-hmm. So I was just sort of like checking things out, like, oh right, that's all over the place. So that was actually kind of fun. It was like a scavenger hunt.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When's the next gross sex bomb gonna drop?
Yeah, or like when's the like when is another thing that's just literally about them wanting to fuck something?
Yeah.
Or like when's the next like? Because I was under the impression like, oh, the ending's horrible. But there's so many other things that are also horrible when it comes to the gender dynamics of this movie. So I'm gonna say neutral.
Ooh,
Oh,
That's bold.
Yeah, confidence.
bold neutral.
It's like I'm wearing tight tie basketball shorts right now.
That's confidence for us.
I feel very similar because when I watched it as a child, I really enjoyed it for its showmanship.
Yeah.
But this time I enjoyed it in a different way, just kind of being like, oh, this is terrible. Yep. So I essentially am just saying what you're saying, so now I'm just babbling on to make my answer seem like there's some confidence.
Beth, I want you to pull up those basketball shorts.
I'm hiking them up.
Yeah.
Neutral.
I don't have a previous viewing.
But you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. That was pretty good.
Would you, having started watching it for the first time in your early 30s, would you still lead the life of a first-timer and watch it several more times in a very short period?
No. I have no desire to watch this movie again.
Ever again?
Probably not.
Highlight reel? Maybe like if I sent you a YouTube clip, like, hey, remember this?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I'd maybe watch a musical number again.
Or maybe the sports montage.
I'd watch that. Yeah. But most movies I probably wouldn't watch again.
That's fair.
So I'm not...
Right, guys? It's all just more schlock
Yeah.
thrown out there through the meat grinder,
Yeah.
waiting for your ticket dollars. That's a term people use.
Ticket dollars. I gotta say, I was not as disappointed in the ending as you three were.
Sure.
You guys were disappointed in Olivia Newton-John changing her whole thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's what's gross.
Yeah.
Maybe I cared less about them, and so I was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Sure, now she's got tight pants.
Well, and the thing is that I realized watching this movie is how protective I am of this character.
Which character?
Sandra D. Or Sandy. Because at one point early on, somebody asked the question, like, why didn't they just compare notes about where they were going to high school next year? And I got really defensive.
Yeah,
I was
did.
like, well, she said she's from Australia.
Maybe
And I
parents
heard
changed
myself
plans.
say that. I was like, why am I defending this character?
Well-
But I think I still feel that. Like, I still feel as connected to that character as I did when I was a little kid.
Did you have a Rizzo in your life?
Ooh, that's a fascinating question.
Or a Zuko.
I most definitely did not have a Zuko. I was desperately searching for a Zuko.
Sure, who wasn't?
Or anything even remotely like that.
Yeah.
For,
Tough, but also can dance.
available and would like to go on a date.
And has a sweet flying car.
Yeah.
Hello.
So yeah, although, in hindsight, I probably just liked her because I liked the ribbon in her hair. Like I'm sure it wasn't anything really
So that's why you were
profound.
so upset, because your hair gets so big and ridiculous
It
at
does
the
get
end.
big.
There's
and
no room for ribbons.
It really bothered me even as a kid. I was like, I don't understand her outfit. And her hair is too big.
Sure.
So it's all about her look.
Well,
And not
I
even
mean,
what her look
You're very
represents.
shallow, Molly.
Just
That's what you're
straight
saying.
up her look.
Yeah, I think my disappointment is how much I looked up to her as a kid, and then I was like, "Oh, that was a terrible role model."
Right.
She just changed herself
Yep.
for
But
maybe the
relationships are
worst.
about compromise, you guys.
Sure.
You gotta meet in the middle.
Yeah, you gotta attempt to meet in the middle, and then as soon as your woman changes for you, rip off your Letterman's jacket.
Go
But he,
right to the other
he
side
whipped
again.
off his jacket in almost every dance number.
But
Good point.
But he his leather jacket, like he'll throw it off and he'd throw it to like a dancer. The Letterman's jacket, he literally like flung it around like a wet towel and threw it in the dirt. And then drove away in a flying car. So he's clearly not going back for
Okay,
it.
he didn't reclaim his Letterman sweater because he's not coming back to this planet or plane of existence or wherever he's going. And she's still stuck in leather unitard.
No, that was a two-piece, right? It was
It was
pants.
definitely two-piece.
Leather pants.
Very high-topped leather pants.
Yeah, and then just like a very
boat
form-fitting
Tee.
black.
Oh, that was more than a boat neck. That was off the shoulder.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah.
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 But
a
actually,
ship
as we're talking about this, I'm really remembering that there was an article in. What'd you say?
I said like a ship neck. It's more than a boat neck.
cargo neck, am I right?
God.
Ooh. But no, there were articles in 17 magazine about how to dress for your boyfriend, like the type of boyfriend you have. Is he sporty or nautical or whatever?
I see a jaunty sailor. Those were the two.
Yes,
Sporty or a sailor.
Those are your two choices. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Guys, the patriarchy is still going strong.
It's strong in
1978
late 70s movies about the 50s.
and today.
And today,
I am
it's true.
stepping back onto my soapbox.
No, it's true. What did I just watch? Some sequel, Star Trek Into Darkness.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the ladies'
don't
Star
even
Trek
get me
outfits are
started.
still short shorts.
We could do an entire podcast of me ripping that movie apart.
I thought that was going to be good. I don't know why I thought that.
I thought it would be entertaining, and it was for like 20 minutes,
Yeah.
and then I just got angry.
Yeah. But that's a different movie.
It is a different movie.
In a different podcast.
Oh.
In 10 years, we can talk about that.
Sure. Yeah, I'm certainly not going to watch it again before then.
Final thoughts?
Didn't we kind of do that?
Oh, okay. Did you like it or not?
Oh, that's true.
Final... And that's...
Confidence.
I got those shorts, America.
Basketball Moose Knuckle.
What is it?
Step up.
Step up, all in August 8th.
Like I say, hashtag Moose Mondays.
Gotta get those.
Follow us on
dollars.
Twitter.
At Totes Recall Pod.
You don't know.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
I do know.
We're also on Facebook and on the internet.
The World Wide Web.
Okay.
Good night, America.
Thank you for listening to Totes Recall. New episodes drop on the 15th of every month. You can find us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Totes Recall Pod. Subscribe on iTunes and leave a review. It helps more people find the show. Totes Recall is hosted by Molly Chase, Beth Gibbs, Dan Jaquette, and Dan Linden. Produced by Beth Gibbs. For more information, check out noisepicnic.com/totesrecall.